We'll support the person. It's as simple as that. So our eyes are always on the ball. That's the point. That's the onus of this thing. Our eyes are always on the ball. We need Biafra. No distraction. No allow anybody distract. No allow anybody discourage you. No get beef with anybody. Don't envy anybody. Just do what you can, as little as you can, as much as you can. Just do what you can, and let us get Biafra and move ahead. Thank you very much. Warrior Queen, can you hear me now?
Yes, I was hearing you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emeka. Thank you for that wonderful submission. On this note, the first, if the network, if your neighbor have not closed his window, can you unmute yourself? You see what I'm saying? Maybe the neighbor have closed the window small. The first, can you hear me? Warrior Queen, can you unmute yourself?
I can hear you now.
Thank you very much.
You can hear me now.
So he said, all eyes on self-referendum. So these obedient people, they start attacking you. They say now only their eye, they judiciary. They are putting their eye on the wrong place. Their eyes are on the wrong place. That is just it. Our eyes are wide open. Not only on the ball. Yeah, on the ball. Our eyes are on the self-referendum, and our eyes are on every corner of the world. Where the sabotage, you people should start coming out now. Because wherever you are, the spirit of Biafra will must surely locate you and disgrace you. He must surely locate you and disgrace you. So it's better either you change from that thing you are thinking. You see, as I listened to a call of our Prime Minister to one Ifulefu that wanted to collect money from the zoo to organize a negotiation, a meeting between our Prime Minister. These people, they will say, who is our Prime Minister? How did this man know everything before the thing happened? He will already know. As I said before, our Prime Minister eyes, God is inside his eyes. You see that one I'm going to do like this, where they take and see, it is far. Even the Dibia in our village, they don't see what our Prime Minister see. Even the prophets, all those fake prophets, all those ones, we already know, say those ones don't see anything. But our God put his eyes in our Prime Minister eye. He see far. Before something could happen, he will expose it. Everybody will be looking each other eyes. Let's just imagine, me and Ifa is that near each other for inside or now. Our Prime Minister will just talk something will never happen. I will turn like this, I will look Ifa, Ifa will turn, will look my eye. That is how it is to Nigerians. When our Prime Minister, when he made that call, it was money that man could not even talk. He did not even give him a British space to talk. For them to know that Chukwu Okike is the one fighting for this Biafra restoration. I will say this and say it again. And I will continue to say it. Please, if you are here, you know you are fighting for Biafra. You are truly fighting for the real cause. You are genuinely with us. Just don't do any other thing than to obey whatever our Prime Minister said. Whatever he tell you, there's this song that they used to sing when I was small in the church. Say, trust and obey. There is no other way to be righteous in this world, but to trust and obey.
To be
or something like that.
happy in
To be happy in this
Jesus,
world,
but to trust
in Jesus. But me, I'm telling you, there is no other way to be happy in Biafra than to trust and obey our Prime Minister. Just trust and obey. You that is still having some fear, some doubt in you, please just stop having that fear and trust and obey. our prime minister and the government in exile, because they are working, they are the disciples of our prime minister and our prophets in Kanu, because they are truly from God. They are from God. And if you are obedient, you are here. You are still having that illusion for one Nigeria. Please, it is time for you to repent. 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 This is the true gospel. Biafra is the heaven. That God that they have been preaching to you is in Biafra. That heaven, they have been telling you that you must die before you go to heaven. No. Don't wait to die. Our God is not a foolish God, as I always say. Our God is not stupid. Do you think God is so stupid that He will create me and you and put us and bless our land that's so rich? And He will say you will suffer till death. You must stay in the darkness till death. That you must die before you go to heaven. You must suffer. You must be poor here on earth. Why would He do that? Why would God even think of that? That is because they have deceived us. Please, if you are a Christian, as our Prophet Nnamdi always said, he said, if you want to know who you are, you Biafrans, mostly the Igbo-speaking Biafrans, I know we are all Igbo, but the one that can still speak our general language of today, the one that can still speak it a little bit, this Igbo-speaking Biafra, the Eastern land, please and please, Biafra is real. If they have promised you anything, just turn your back from those people, because you have seen how many people they have paid. If those people have not won till this, they even organize and kidnap our prophet Nnamdi Kanu. After even kidnapping, even make the Biafra to come quick. Can't you see everything they have done that is not working, that you are on the wrong side? You have to repent. Repent and come and write your name in the book of life. The only way for you to write your name in the book of life is to believe on Biafra and pray earnestly. If you are the prayer one, pray. If you have anything that takes that will make this Biafra come tomorrow, do it. Any money you spend on this struggle, you are not going to lose it. If you are still keeping your money in the Zoo Bank, you are wasting that money, because Biafra is not going to use anything that close to that thing at all. And the time we will get Biafra, when you want to come and check, because our money is going to be very high, it's going to be like you want to change your naira to dollar, or you want to change your naira to euro. You see, the money will be very small in your hand. It's going to be very small. Instead of you leaving it in that bank there, bring it for our government. They need it now, and they will write a document for you. After the restoration, they will give you your money back. If you want interest on it, they will give it to you. Please, our government, if they said Igbo democracy started from Igbo land. We are the true democracy. Democracy started from Igbo land. Please, just know that heaven that you are suffering, that they are telling you that you must die before you go to heaven. My brothers and sisters, you don't need to die before you go to heaven. Heaven is here on earth. Heaven is here on earth. That heaven, the last miracle on earth is Biafra restoration. When Biafra come, after 10 years, you will start seeing what we are talking about. Even immediately, something will start playing, you will start seeing something, but you will start seeing that heaven, Biafra is heaven. Biafra restoration is the one delaying the coming of Christ. That will be the last miracle on earth, as our prophet said, Prophet Nnamdi Kanu. He said the last miracle on earth. Don't take our prophet's word for granted. Don't play with his word, because every word he has pronounced, every word he has ever spoke out of his mouth has come to pass. Every word he has ever spoke with his mouth, everything has come to pass. The last one is the restoration of Biafra, and that one has already come to pass. For we that see with our spiritual eyes, if you see with your spiritual eyes, like Israel will also tell you that he is already in Biafra. The first will tell you that I'm already in Biafra. Everyone here, we will tell you that we are already seeing ourselves in Biafra. Please, my brothers and sisters, repent. Repent and follow the true Christ. And follow the true Christ of your time, which is Prophet Nnamdi Kanu. Is another Christ. Is another Savior. Follow his word. Go and listen to his word. You will be delivered. Thank you very much. I will leave my mic here now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mwada Biafra. Thank you for that wonderful submission. We are already in Biafra. We're just waiting for the day of the redeclaration of the Biafra once more. We're already in Biafra. We have secured our territory. We have a government. And we have the people of Biafra permanently in the land of Biafra. So what we wait for is the redeclaration of Biafra. And I want to welcome some of our sisters that are here. Stella, you're welcome. Ma Peace, my sister, you're welcome. Eunice, you're welcome. And the Ada Biafra, Obi Chicago, you are welcome. Obi Chicago, would love to hear from you today. You're welcome in our midst. Mazi Prince, you're welcome. The first, if you are good now, you said your network is very bad. Okay. Stella, if you are there, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good
You're
evening,
welcome, my sister.
Ifeanyi. Here is a little noisy, but I try to do it quick. The topic is our eyes is on the ball, no distractions. Yes, there won't be any distractions from anybody, like the ECOWAS, like the Niger. Listen, I don't have trust anymore in what's going on there. You understand? Suddenly, they now know that Niger is their brother, you know, but they never knew that. But they didn't care about their own brother killing us all this while. And their men, their jihadists, they were coming from, or they're still coming from Senegambia. They are coming from the same Niger. They are coming from all the Muslim countries around Nigeria down to Biafra, and they've been killing us, and they've killed up to 11 million Biafrans, and nobody's saying anything. Now, I want to care about what ECOWAS is doing in Niger. I don't really too much care, because not them, you understand? And suddenly, because they are now finding out that Biafra is serious and Biafra will soon be here, suddenly, I believe it's even the British government and all their friends suddenly created that distraction from Niger and ECOWAS and all these things, and suddenly, I'm so surprised. If ECOWAS don't go to war to Niger, then I'll call them, they're all distractions, and they're doing it purposely because it's of no use. But let me watch them closely. If they don't fight, because they're supposed to fight, but if they don't fight, it then means they're not them, all of them. It's all world chase play they're doing. So I'm watching them closely to find out if they will fight, because they're supposed to fight if what they're saying is truth. So at the end of the day, our eyes is on the ball. We don't, what we want is Biafra, and we've been doing this fight since 1967. 11 million Biafrans have died, and nothing is done about it. Nobody is talking about it. So it's time we go away from that country, Nigeria, and be on our own and be able to worship Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Because after all their jealousy is because we love God, and they call us Inyamri, they call us we don't believe God, we don't hear God, we don't, so at the end of the day, I'm having a lot of distractions here, but I'll try and conclude. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is this: our eyes is on the ball. There's no going back us. If the ECOWAS like, let them fight. If they like, let them not fight. We are not interested. Where we are interested is we having our own nation. We are overdue to have our own nation. We are more than 70 million people. In other nations that are 3, 4 million. We are 70 million. We are more than due having our own nation, in fact. So we don't care whatever. In fact, all our trust is in God. We have our trust in God, and believing that God will bring, right people. We will be, because it's humans we are going to work with, not angels. So praying that God will always bring around us, or we are going to meet the right people, the right nations, the right countries to work with. But for sure, all these Muslim countries, they are on jihad. They can use Taki and do whatever they want to do. I don't have trust in them. Suddenly they will not know the ethnic people, or what do you call it, and then these other people are, oh, is takia, Muslim is Muslim, jihad is jihad. There's no other name called jihad. Jihad is jihad. They are on conquest. So that's it. And we are for freedom. We are people of God. We want to be free from their wickedness. We want to be free from their savages. We want to be free from they killing us as if we are flies. And in fact, now we are defending ourselves, and we're about having our own nation. So thank you. Let me stop for now, because there's a lot of distractions here. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Mwada. Thank you. We are not going to be distracted. We are not going to be distracted. If they like, let them turn their head upside down. It's none of our business. They have done it before. 1967, 1970, they instigated war against Israel because they were thinking that perhaps the Israel have already found out that we are brothers, that if they go into full-scale war, that Israel will definitely come out to fight alongside with us. So they have to use Hamas and the Islamic world to engage Israel, to keep them busy, while the whole world and the whole news media will channel their strength and everything on that place, distracting the world to what is happening in the zoological terrorist entity called Nigeria. That is only Okokondem that was able to be transmitting what is happening in Biafra land out. And many other people from CNN, BBC, they did a very terrible job to make sure that our people were killed, because they never transmitted the real thing that is happening in Biafra land. They transmitted that what is happening is communal crashes, and what is happening is religious war. It's just a minor, something that claimed the life of 6 million children. If you count the adults, those that stand up, 10-year-old, you see 10-year-old boy that was asked, because he was in the war, he have to carry arm to defend his land. He said that Biafra is fighting for survival. And that survival is what we've been fighting for. And that's why we say we're not going to be distracted. Our eyes will be on the ball more than ever, because we've been in this fight now for more than 50-something years. And we can't be distracted now. Even if they like, let all the neighboring towns begin to fight against Fulani and against anybody. We don't care. It's none of our business. And it will not make us to lower our arms one bit. That is even when we intensify what we are doing. And we're not doing what we are doing for EU to recognize us. No, far from it. We're not doing it for US to recognize us. Far from it. We're not doing it for AU to say, okay, let all the African countries support what the Biafras are doing. Far from it. Once we declare Biafra, we will defend it to the letter. And we will be a nation. If you value us, you come as a friend, and you bring what you're bringing into Biafra, and we'll look at it. If it's something that is okay by us, we will accept it and go into business deals with you. You can bring in your company, you can bring in any developer, but it must be in line to the already laid down prototype of the Biafrans. It will not be business as usual. It will not be that Africa, Biafra is not going to be that Africa that pleads to go to US, that pleads to go to AU, that gives testimony in the church. In fact, if you give testimony in any of the synagogue, in any of the church, or in any shrine in Biafra land that you received, that you secure a Biafra visa, is it not in Biafra land that you're going to, that the US embassy that you will go for interview is? You will not give, they will beat you in that church if you give such testimony, because it's never going to be relevant. Because what you're going to look for in the United States is here in your domot. If it's job, you have it in quantum, you will work until you get tired. The government is there to take care of you. There is hospital, there is everything that you want to go. That good life you're looking for in US is there. It's here in your domot. So it's the people, those citizens of the United States that are homeless. Because I never knew there are homeless people in UK, there are homeless people in the United States, there are homeless people in these places that are people that in Mediterranean Sea to run to their place. If they can entertain homeless people, they have people that cannot feed. How much more you black monkey that is running that doesn't have visa? that doesn't have document to stay in their land, that doesn't have any permit to be in their land. So we are not going to be distracted by anybody or waiting for anybody to come and recognize us, because this is one of the things, this is one of the notions that have been keeping them, that definitely these people want the international community to recognize. To hell with any international community. We are a people. 70 million people can live their life. They can protect themselves. We don't need you. You need us more than we need you. There's a company that is over 900,000. There are people, that are countries that are less than 800,000, and they are governing themselves very well. And people are even running, they are screening people that will come in and those that will not come in, because they don't want anybody that will come and pollute their country. That is how it's going to be in Biafra. And this government of the Biafra Republic government in exile, ably led by Simon Ekpa and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, we make it possible, because our eyes are still on the ball. We are not distracted, and never going to be distracted. We have a new person. This is his first time coming to the mic. I've not seen him before. Prosper, can you unmute yourself? Let's hear from you.
All right. Thank you. Greetings to you all. Chukwu Okike Abịama bless every one of us. Bless our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, the good guy. Hope I'm coming out clear.
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Okay. So my submission here is that, about this Niger issue they were talking about. You see, that war is not going to happen. It's just a kind of distraction. They know the game they are playing is not going to happen. The Nigerian military men in Nigeria that we have, 80% of them are from Niger. They know that. Even if they attempt to go to that war, the soldiers Nigerian military men can even turn against the Nigerians, because they are from Niger. So that war is just a kind of distraction. It's not going to work. Like I was telling some people, the Igbo nation should thank God that Peter Obi wasn't declared a president, because that would have been the worst thing that would have happened to Igbo nation. I was saying it during that election, but people thought that I'm just a crazy person. That would have been the worst thing that has ever happened to Igbo nation. Imagine if Peter Obi had been declared a president since that time, and this issue in Niger came up. Do you know how much the West would have been pushed Peter Obi to go for this war? Even before Peter Obi will even give a thought to it, all the Igbos living in Niger, living in the north, in Nigeria north, all of them would have been massacred by now. That is what would have happened. So you see, like our topic, that the eyes on the ball, every genuine Biafran. I don't know what you think your eyes, you don't want Biafran. I wonder what else you are talking about, you will be thinking about. Like people that will see sabotaging, doing a lot of things, but very kudos to our people. Well, since over 2 years, Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, the eyes of people was still on the ball. They kept their eyes on the ball. The sit at home was still going on. And you see, this sit at home is one of the tools that is hitting them hard. That is why they are working every hard to see how they can stop it. Like now, I just saw a post that Anambra State government posted. They are now bringing market sanitation on Monday. Imagine.
My brother, Prosper.
Yeah,
can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay, sorry to interject or interrupt you, please. I just want to correct one mistake. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know if you're a Biafran.
Yeah, I'm a Biafran.
Okay, which part of Biafran are you?
Yes, I'm from Enugu.
Okay. Thank you so much, my brother Prosper. You see, I want to just quickly correct you on one thing. There has never been anything like Igbo nation. and there is no Igbo nation, and there will never be Igbo nation. Please, we are Biafrans, not Igbo nation.
Yeah,
in case of next time,
thank you,
please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that correction. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. So, like as I was saying, the Biafrans, there's too strong with our leader Mazin Namdekanu. So that's why
wait, Prosper, sorry, for interjecting. We are very careful on what we are doing here, and we are very diligent on what we are doing here. You said you are from Enugu.
Yes.
Which part of Enugu is that?
I'm from Udi. If you know Ngwo.
It's just your intonation. Kekime Gwana. Kekime.
Eto m na Anambra, so Anambra ka m ga na-asụ. Ịchọ ka m sụtụrụ ụwa agba, ma asụtụrụ gị nwa ntị, na na-agbacha m asụ nwa awa. But Anambra mara asụ ọfụma.
Ka Anambra ị mara asụ Ọnịcha ka ọwụ Nnewi ka ọgụ Abagana ka ibe. Ngwado nwanne m gaa n'ihu.
So like I was saying, I just see a post that Anambra State government posted about Monday sanitation in the market. I was now wondering, since when had they started cleaning market on the first day of the week? So you see, these people, they are just seeing whatever they can do to stop this sit at home, because that is hitting them. And you see, they are not even thinking of releasing this our leader. They are not even interested in it. So all their plan, what I think they are just planning, they are just seeing a way what they will keep doing, see if they can be able to get PM, which I know that it can never be possible, because God won't allow them. That won't happen. Our PM is wiser than them all. Is more intelligent than them all. So you see, they are not even interested in releasing our leader. So I keep just wondering, asking myself, what set of human beings are this? What kind of people like this? You said that you want peace. You want peace in the south. You want peace, and you know the reason why. You know the reason why people are doing that sit at home. You know the reason. They have told you. Our people have told you. The negotiation is to release our leader, Mazin Namdekanu. And you don't want to do that. So you keep fighting from every angle to see how you can stop that sit at home, which can never work, because people are solidly behind our PM. People want freedom. Every Biafran person wants freedom. The other time, I think about 2 days or 3 days ago, I saw some South Ijo leaders, Ishekiri leaders, Urobo, Isoko, all of them. They gathered. I saw them. They were declaring Biafra. That shows you that people want freedom. There's nothing anyone can do about it. People need freedom. People need freedom. This freedom, we must get it. We must get it. God is going to give it to us this year, just as our PM has declared. We are going to get it. We are going to get it. So our eyes will continue to be on that ball. We will not lose. We will not let anything to distract us from whatever we are doing. We will never be distracted. We have to be strong. Every one of us, every genuine Biafra must support, either by prayer, by whatever means, every other means. Everyone will support and stand, pray. If it is prayer that you pray. Whatever you do it. That God will see us through at the end of the day. Nnamdi Kanu said it. No matter whatever they do, they can buy up some people, do whatever, but at the end, Biafra will come. And that's where all of us must stand. No matter what they do. All right. So let me
thank you so much.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Prosper, for that wonderful submission. Thank you.
Okay.
Biafra Warrior Queen, you want to take it off your heart. Take 2 minutes after you, then once you go, we'll take the mic.
Yes,
go ahead, Warrior Queen.
Thank you. I just wanted to add to what our brother just said. He said if we have won, if he was the one that declared this war, they could have not even wait for him to declare this war. If they are giving the mandate to obey, they have not even given the mandate to him. Only for him to protest. They started burning our brothers and sisters' business in Lagos. Not only in North, even the, do you not know that? I want to tell you that there is now Yoruba Fulani. There are a lot of Fulani Yoruba or Yoruba Fulani, any way you call them. As they were seeing Hausa Fulani, now there is also Yoruba Fulani. They could have started. You see what they did to our people in Lagos just for him to protest. They started saying, who give our right to come protest? They started burning, destroying our people's businesses, and he didn't mention a word. So they could have not even wait for him to declare the war to Nigeria Republic. So just for obedient people to know that their eye that is on the judiciary, they will put words and sound for that eye. And that before it's too late, they're supposed to close the eye and put the eye on Biafra. Because if they put acid for that your eye now, you don't go see road that still come Biafra along the day. It will be too late that time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Biafra Warrior Queen. Thank you. There's something I want us to understand. This shenanigan of going to Niger, Fulani will not allow it. Do you know why Fulani will not fire them? Their target is not Niger. Niger is already conquered. For the fact, once they capture Nigeria, the only thing they need to capture every other African continent is Nigeria. Once they capture Nigeria, every other people will submit to them because of the type of power they will now wield, because of the mineral resources coming from our land. You will need them. They will not be the one to need you. And if you don't want to submit to them, they will buy arms and ammunition from all over the world and fight you and bring you to submission. They are on revenge mission. Are you getting me? And why they will not fight these people is that they don't even have army. The army that they need to do their last jihad, they can't go and waste them fighting Niger. Niger is not the target. Niger is just where they are piping oil and making investment. The money that they got from Nigeria, they will invest it there, preparing Niger for the future. That is what they are doing. They will never fight them, because fighting them will be losing men unnecessarily. The men that they will use to fight the people that they said is blocking their way to the oil, they will now use it and fight the people that they have already prepared the ground to take over. So that is that is the game there. But all those things has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with us. By the time they come back, they will meet us here. We are here waiting for them. And maybe before they are back, Biafra would have gone by then. Thank you so much, my sister, and our brother Prosper that spoke earlier. And our brother Maz Hugo 247. Take it up from here. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. I bring my greetings to all the beautiful Umuada in the house. Much respect and all protocol observed. Ifani, no. Let me not just go into names. Thank you all. Everybody, yesterday I was there. I was having my birthday when I was hearing university is left off. How do we off this? I was just thinking, what is all this saying? When are we going to have our lives back? Somebody was telling me, I was talking with my cousin in America. He's in America, so we were talking. He's saying, "Una don't carry the ball now. Una don't carry the cup." I say, "Which cup?" He say, you self, which one? I say, "Which cup now?" He say, "Women World Cup." I say, "Okay, they don't finish." He say, I didn't know Spanish won the cup. I didn't even know who played first and who played last. I don't know. This Biafra has taken away everything we have. It has taken away our life, our freedom, everything. If it has never affected you in any way, you are not true. I'm telling you, you are not true. Imagine you being sitting in your office, having earphone in your ear. What are you listening to? BIAFRA program. This is why we must not give up. This is more reason why we will do everything, go to any length to bring this BIAFRA. As for those saying debating or deliberating Niger or not Niger, we are not interested. Just like our PM said, if they go to Niger, we are on advantage. If they don't go to Niger, we are still having, we are in advantage again. All these things you see them doing is just to distract me and you. As we are here now, Mazifani, if I tell you, get gone, let's go and bring down everybody in your household, will you listen to me? You will not listen to me, of course. Remember the two women in the Bible. One bring out their her child, and the today, the following day, it was the turn of the other woman to bring her own. Say, like me, bring my own child. And I must tell you the truth, if you have the opportunity to verify, do DNA, you will find out that the woman that brought her child to be meal, to be served as meal, and they eat, and they drank, and they used to speak like Buhari and shook their teeth finish. That ain't no be pikin. You will never give your pikin for food. Instead, make you and your pikin die. So why am I saying this? I just want you to use them liking waiting they go on in Algeria and the Niger. Check out all your presidents. All your presidents. You say now Hausa president. They were never Hausa president. They were all Nigerians. Shagari, Niger. After Shagari, who entered? Buhari took over from Shagari, Niger. After Buhari, Babangida, Niger. After Babangida, Abacha, Niger. After Abacha, I think before Abacha, it was what is his name? Abdul Salam, Niger. Abacha, Niger. Yaradua, Niger. Who again? It's only this present one that is not Niger, because he's Yoruba and he's not even a Nigerian. His origin traced to Liberia. So when you are thinking or deliberating or thinking to consider, say they want go war, you know, say they make mistake. All this thing is just to make us to sit down and start discussing. If they go to war, we will do this. No, it's not our. We are beyond. We are ahead, far ahead of what they're doing. Whatever they think they want to do, let them do. One thing that gives me joy is that we are following a man that knows his vision and he is focused on that vision. You know, they commot eye for that vision. Even if bomb they do, he hold that vision like in breath to live. And we must follow him. We are not, we shouldn't be distracted for anything, for any reason, by anything, by anybody. And we are Biafrans. We are not Igbos. I beg. Make nobody they make that mistake. Because once you talk, somebody if he carry only that one, you know, go carry the correction. Somebody go hear when you say Igbo nation. You know, go hear when they correct you, say no Igbo nation, and you accept it. Like I said, I heard some people in some space today, they were discussing about the matter is still in the court. The matter is still in the court. But until we get the result, we must do everything. We must not go and sleep. I was thinking, are they having family matter or land dispute? Then the second speaker came up and said, we know the matter is in the court, but Obi will have to keep doing, Obi should keep doing it. I say, whoa, Chineke me. So these people are still hoping in Obi. I asked them for mic, they didn't want to give me. What I wanted to ask them is, am I being heard? You they hear me, Mazify? Somebody they hear me?
We they hear you, sir.
We dey hear you.
Okay, thank you. What I wanted to ask them, tell me one election that you have conducted in that your zone, jungle, or desert, that the winner emerged as the winner. Because as far as me, I know, the first one where they say in 1979, Zik is say 9 win. They tell and say, if you don't want follow the person we win, go hog transformer. It was rigged, yes, we agree, and it is a so far rigging. You no go do anything. Obasanjo own super rigging. Buhari own super rigging. Second one Buhari super rigging. That Obi was involved. And Obi has never gotten that mandate back. Obi want to go and give you another mandate. Even the original mandate that is Kuro, everybody know that they won. This one said you are not even sure they have a mandate. That one with article was the mandate they had, but they no carry up. And you are waiting for court. Tell me, I would have asked them again. Just yesterday where they break today, we had Lekki killing. Have you given those people justice? You are waiting for justice. All these people, where would they see every day in the social media? They catch them for camera. Where police go, they woes you, slap, boom, 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 shoot you, bah, you die. Have you given them justice? It's just justice. In the tomorrow morning, you will see Obi telling you Atiku is my daddy. Tinubu is my brother. Fools everywhere. I don't know what the worries of people. I don't know. We are not interested whether they are getting their date man or date woman or woman date or man date. We are not interested. We have seen only one mandate in that place you call Sogeria. And that one mandate, every demon, every angel, even deaf and dumb know say na mandate, they follow participate. They kill the person who get the mandate, carry the mandate, dig ground, bury him. Nothing happened. Not to talk of this one, Obi Igbo man. We are not interested, even if Obi win president, they kill who they kill. I'm not interested. Our leader have said it. If you are not in Biafra land, begin to come back. If anything happens to you, that one na your own, na you sabi. And tomorrow morning, if they kill you in Sokoto, I go come cry. But mind you know they kill us, we go still cry. But it's better, better make it no happen. Better it doesn't happen. Today, they are bold enough to write Russia, telling Russia, don't associate with Simon Ekpa. He is not a Biafran. That one look like a cable battery, a big cable seller, Nokia 3310 cable seller, writing. It look like that. Today, go all over the place. You can never see them fighting. You cannot see them fighting for Biafra again or fighting for the release of Mazen and Kano. They are fighting against you. They are fighting against me. They are fighting against Mazen Simon Ekpa. Biafra has gone. So now you will ask yourself, if not that Mazi Simon Ekpa just emerged to lead us to where we are now, do you think anybody would have been saying something about, do you think even your children would have known that somebody is was, yes, because he all was Gaganapoya. Do you think somebody would have known that there was somebody called Mazi Nandikali? He would have been forgotten. Biafra would have been nothing to remember. But we thank God, God have everything well planned. Everything well planned. And that is why we are moving smoothly. And he will tell you, don't worry, By the time we get to that bridge, we will cross it. How you will cross it, you will not even know. And it has been going like that. So why won't you listen to him and take instructions from him? The only thing we need to do is to support him. If you have this money, bring it out. If you have this mouth, bring your mouth to come out. If you have power, bring it out. Whether they turn Anambra to sanitization or sanitary day, I know they interested. Turn Enugu Monday sanitary day is not important. Even turn all the week into sanitary week, it's not important. Our Prime Minister has made it clear, if you are a Biafra, Monday is sit at home and not clean up day. If Mba want to clean up, let him start by cleaning up people's wife that he's having in his house. He should clean them up, so we know he's serious. So what I am saying is this: before I hang up, before I yield my phone, my microphone, let us support what our Prime Minister is doing. If what he is doing is not working, Nigeria will not be worried. They wouldn't be. They will not even bother themselves to go and tell Russia, beg, go, no, listen to him. Have you seen them go anywhere or do anything to say, hey, Chiketozem is disturbing Nigeria? No. They will tell you someone ever is sponsoring terrorists. Okay. If truly ESN are terrorists, okay. Ask yourself, in the eastern region, how many people have you heard that ESN killed? Nobody. How many houses do you hear them bring down? No one. How many markets did you hear say ESN go burn, set fire? No one. Who did it? Ebubago, Nigeria Army, Nigeria Police. If there is something to support, we must support ESN, because if not for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu forming ESN, nobody forget market to go in Biafra land today. If no be say Mazen Nnamdi Kanu form that ESN, if no be say him bring ESN, by now, you see that Newi, that criminal is mounting camera, telling you he have your security. You for no get that Newi market. On the market, you for no get. Abia market, you for no even there anywhere. You for be, maybe by now, if they never kill you, you will be one of those people. By this evening, they will tell you by 6 p.m. there will be curfew. So run and enter inside IDP camp. Because the only thing police and army will do for you after the cleansing by the Funanis is to come. If there are people remaining, they will tell you, don't worry, go. We will bury them for you. They will use tractor, dig ground to push all of them inside the cover them. Go by 6 p.m. But there will never be curfew to stop those people killing us. There will only be curfew to stop you from living around your own community. As if you live, they are coming to infect the community to catch those criminals. No, they know they come back. Oh. As you they live, they follow you live. Have you seen where in this world people are demanding that what you call them, the military and police should leave? That the military and police watch them as a criminal terrorist to come and kill them. They do nothing. They stand by and do nothing. You cry and go to police, they tell you go run, make it go hide. Only in Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria that the terrorist can protest for not getting his allowance. Teacher cannot protest. If teacher protests, they go sack him for work. A banker protest, say they never pay me. Your work don't finish. Terrorists, after killing people, after harvesting people's organs, after massacring people, kidnapping people for money, he tell you tomorrow, I now repent. I sin no more. I kill no more. I harvest organ no more. You go carry and put them for house, free house, air condition, light, everything free. and at the end of the month, you pay him allowance, nothing less than 30,000 naira allowance, and they get relief. Oh, they get relief. They get food. They give them food. They cook the food by themselves. Then this 30,000 is if you want drink, if you want smoke, that is the 30,000. So don't think the 30,000 is for their food or upkeep. No, it just make you take look after yourself. Maybe you want buy pants, you want buy one shirt, you take and do. That is it. And you are there. After 20 years of graduation, you don't get job. You end up Wakanda driving. Trailer go hit you. You die. Your children go remain fatherless. Your children go carry gun enter bush. You did there. Your daughter go enter. Your daughter go enter one small house. They do prostitution. If you hear freedom, you know go support. Even if you don't get money, support with your mind. Like Bible said, you must love your God. You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your life, with all your brain, with all your eyes, with all your mouth, with all your breath, with all your legs, with all your hand. Let everything you do be about God Almighty. That is the same way everything you must do must be about Biafra, about your freedom. If you don't get freedom, you don't get nothing. No, I'm telling you the truth. Even if you are in Europe, even if you are in America, you need freedom. Ask those that have those green papers and green passport and red passport. They still need freedom because they don't have the same feeling those people that are real indigenous of the land have. You don't have the same thing they have. They are treated specially. And you, if you want to go look for a job, they have to give citizens, first citizen. You carry your passport, though, but they will give them first before you. Because your own gets something where they take identify and say, this one, na Nigeria British. This one, na Nigeria, Nigeria Ghana, Nigeria Canada, Nigeria America. It must always be there. So let us tell ourselves the truth. Anywhere we are, we need this freedom. Thank you. I hang the mic here.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, our own minister. Thank you so much, Mas Hugo, for that wonderful submission of yours. We cannot thank Elohim enough for bringing in these 100 men. There's a breaking news. It is coming from Vanguard News. Vanguard News today said the rep members call for Kano's release to end insecurity in the southeastern region. That the rep members are no more looking for a way to meet with the government of Finland to extradite Simon Ekpa. They are tired now. Our Prime Minister tweeted it 4 minutes ago. Are they tired of looking for Simon Ekpa? Definitely they are tired for looking for Simon Ekpa. They are now campaigning that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be released to them to stop insecurity, which they created. Because it's never Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that is going to Southeast with Tekuno jet. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have never gone to Izombe to bombard anybody. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have never gone to any shop to burn it down. It's not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that is in Southern Kaduna or Benue State or in Yoruba land burning the businesses of the Biafrans. It's not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So once you release him, you also stop the insecurity in the Southeast, and peace will be unto you too. Because our people used to say, "Na wata krejo na nne ya laholola, nyanwa nungwe ya ula ya bakuyanya." There's no way you'll be crying, just you're trying to make your mother not to sleep. And you think by so doing that you're disturbing your mother, you will not allow her to sleep. And in the same time, you want to be crying and sleeping and it doesn't work that way. As you're keeping your mother awake, you yourself will also be awake. Because you must have to be awake to make the noise. And she have to be awake to calm you down. If it's time to beat you, it will spark your buttocks to keep quiet. that you're making a lot of noise. So you'll be receiving the pains also. That is what it has been. The more you keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the more you keep Biafrans not to go, the more Nigeria disintegrates, the more the name Nigeria become a curse in the lip of the international communities, the more the African continent abhors you, declines from anything that has to do with them associating with you. The more you delay the Biafrans. Thank you so much, Mazi Ugo, for that wonderful submission. We appreciate so much. I don't know if the first, are you still receiving advice? The first, are you here now? Probably not yet. Mazi Ugochukwu, you're welcome. Uzochukwu, you have not spoken. Are you good to go? Mazi Uzochukwu, are you there? Mazi Williams. Okay. The first, you're back. The first, unmute yourself. Okay, you're not. Okay. Which one are you Are you okay? Okay. Mazi Ugochukwu, unmute yourself. Uzochukwu, unmute yourself.
My brother.
I think the
What is
first
wrong with
need
the
help
first?
from
What's wrong with you? Yes, I can hear you.
think
remove the
the
co-host and give
neighbor
it to
have
him.
finally
Remove the
disconnected
co-host and give it to him back.
Wi-Fi.
The network. He's not hearing you. Just remove the co-host and give it to him back.
Hello, yeah. I think the first.
The first is receiving advice. Since yesterday that he started tapping network from his neighbor, I don't know. That neighbor must be very stingy.
Cancel the co-host. Then she will request again.
I've done that. If she have done that, I've even given him the mic. It's just his network. His network is very bad. The co-host is not even the problem. The first, are you back now? They are giving you the mic and collecting.
I'm here. I'm finally here. Oh my God.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is it my?
You finally get your own network or still the borrowed one?
It's still the borrowed one, but I think we're good. Yeah, I was giving you thumbs down because I was here, but I didn't have access to mic. It wouldn't have. So you had to drop me and bring me back, but I'm back. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mazi Ugo.
The same thing happened to me.
Thank you, Ifeanyi, for picking up the. I tried to hold it, but you already know how it goes. But we can never stop. We can't relent. We keep pushing and pushing and pushing until we get what we want, which is Biafra. Our eyes remain on the ball. Our focus remain Biafra, and that's it. Everything else, every other thing is distraction. It hasn't been easy. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. Like I was speaking on that other space, nobody ever said it was going to be easy. The journey has never been easy. It wasn't meant to be easy. That's why, once this freedom is achieved, we will defend it with everything. We will value it, and we will never allow it to slip through our fingers ever again. Because the fact is this: we already know that anything that comes easy, nobody ever values it. If you reason why you see these politicians, children, they go to parties, they go to nightclubs where they spend money, and they throw away dollars like it's nobody's business, is because they don't know the value. They've never worked for anything in their life. But that's why we're doing what is happening today. It's meant to happen. We have paid enough price for Biafra. We have been paying price since after the genocide. We paid when they massacred over 6 million of us, and it didn't stop. We are still paying price till today. Like I was speaking, I said the other day we lost about 3 men, 5 injured, 3. Among those 3 of them couldn't make it. They died fighting for what they believe in, which is their freedom. They died believing that we, their life, will continue where they stopped. Our eyes remain on the ball. We remain focused. A lot of people have paid the ultimate price. I always say it that anybody can say that they are freedom fighters. Anybody can talk, and you can start today and tell me till thy kingdom come that you're a freedom fighter. What really makes you a freedom fighter is when the chips are down, the option that the option, when the only option that is given to you is either Biafra or whatever, and you choose Biafra. That is when I know that you are actually fighting for freedom. Time and time again, we've seen people that we thought they were part of us, but at the end of the day, they ended up capitulating. We saw what happened to Wazirike. We saw what Ifajuna and the rest of them. We saw what's going on with the POS. The accountability. When the chips are down, what do? They capitulate. They back down, and they start speaking from both sides of their mouth. If you tell me that somebody that was as what I was on Channels Television that is today working with Imba, that woman, she said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made a mistake, and now she has seen the light in Nigeria. And I laugh because these were people that I believe when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was still here, and they were still with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you listen to them talk and talk and talk like how I'm doing right now. And you say, man, these people know what they are fighting for. They are fighting for freedom. But when the chips are down, that is when you really know those who is really who. It's been one distraction after another. And this topic is so good because it's something that our Prime Minister tweeted. We are going to ignore you. Our focus is Biafra. We have a Biafra convention, referendum convention coming up in Helsinki in a matter of weeks. And we are not here to be distracted. We are laser focused. Our eyes is on the ball, just like my brother Ifeanyi wrote. And we're not going to allow, distractions. We're not going to allow anything that would dampen our spirit. We're not going to allow any side talks or propaganda or any of those nonsense to fly. Freedom fighting, like I always say, it's not a democracy. There is hierarchy, and then we follow. What the government says goes. If you don't like it, you start your own. Simple. It is simple and short. As long as you're under the government of Biafra, you will abide by the rule of Biafra government, which our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is the Prime Minister of. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the leader and remains the only leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. We can never relent, my people. I made an analogy earlier when I spoke on the previous space. How what we are doing today, we are setting the ground for what Biafra will become. This is what we are doing right here is history that will be taught in school, history that will be taught everywhere, history that the generations and generations and generations voices, these voices that you're hearing today, these are the things that they will hear. These are the things that they will talk about. We are the people that they will remember, the generation that fought against everything. Even when the chips are down and everything is working against us, it seems like the entire world has turned their backs on us, just like we know that they did. We are the generation that didn't back down. We're the generation that sacrificed everything sacrificable. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has sacrificed everything that humanly possible. He sacrificed his comfort, family, friends. Hell, his kids don't even know if their father is dead or alive. But not once has Mazen Nnamdi Kanu denounced Biafra. Not once has he condemned Biafra. Not once has he come out and say, you know that thing that I used to believe in, I no longer believe it now. Not once. So he didn't get distracted. Even though he's in DSS dungeon for over 2 years, he's still not distracted. You know the amount of the amount and the level of torture, mental torture that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is undergoing on daily basis. One time they will tell us he's not sleeping with Piro. The next time they tell us that he's writing letters. One time they will tell us that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is sick. The other time they will tell us he's in high spirit. One time they will tell us that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he has a doctor and the doctor is taking care of him. The next time they will tell us that the doctors ran away. One time they will tell us that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court. The next time they will tell us that no, on that day the court has suspended and they are going on vacation. One time it is one thing after another, one thing after another, one nonsense after another, one madness after another. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't get discouraged. Even after all the lies, all the propaganda that they have fed him, everything, when they told him, when they compelled him to speak, he said, I want Biafra land to be peaceful. Those that didn't understand or understood the message, the people that surrounded him that knew nothing about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, knew nothing about Biafra, knew nothing about freedom fighting, they capitulated. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, I want everywhere to be peaceful. And to us, his followers, we understood his message. It was clear, it was simple. He said, I want everywhere to be peaceful. And it is us that will make it peaceful. He said, Biafrans, those that understood what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu stood for, said, we heard that message and it was clear as day. We didn't need anybody to interpret it. He said, everywhere must be peaceful. In other words, we must make Biafra land peaceful by all means. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu already know that under Nigeria, Biafra can never be free, peaceful or free or anything. He knows under the leadership of these stooges that proscribe IPOB as a terrorist organization, Biafra land can never be peaceful. But those he thought that listened to him, those he thought that understood his mission, understood what freedom fighting is, understood what Biafra stood for, they capitulated. Because already they were looking for a reason to stop fighting. But we didn't stop fighting. We've met different challenges along the way. We've come across so many mountains along the way, but we are still fighting. We are still fighting. Barely scraping by. You know, I believe Gaddafi was here the other day and he was asking everybody, do you know how much a single AK-47 or AK-49 cost? What about bullets? And then calculate the money that you're raising during every fundraising. It's not hard. You just get your calculator and ask yourself, how much are we really making? And then the cheapest, and that's the one that you probably got from somebody, based on the last information that I got, is probably around 2.5. The cheapest, that's AK-47. Even that one is not that great, because now people are going for more sophisticated weapons. And ask yourself, how much are you donating? How much are you even putting up? Of course, you have the Fulanese who are being sponsored by Al-Qaeda, sponsored by all the terror organizations. But yet, we are still standing tall. They told you they're gonna decimate the ESN. Operation Python Dash, they're gonna kill the ESN. Operation Golden Dawn and Golden State, he said it was gonna last 3 months. They are still in Biafra land till today. They are living in body bags. We are scratching and crawling. Everything that we have gained in this struggle has been through our effort. Nobody else. Our Prime Minister's effort, the government of Biafra's effort, the media's, all our effort. You think if we were paying people to propagate the gospel of Biafra, do you know how much we would have spent in just media? But we are doing it here easily. We're not motivated with money, greed, or anything. We are only motivated for freedom. We are possessed for our freedom. We've made sacrifices. We will still make sacrifices, and we'll continue to make sacrifices. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said we will sacrifice everything sacrificable, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong. We will sacrifice anything and everything if that is what it takes to get freedom. Anything and everything. Anything and everything. If that is what it takes to get freedom. We don't have dignity. A man or woman that have lost every dignity, you are not fit to be human again. You are not fit to be human again if you don't have your dignity. And what will give us dignity? How can you have dignity when you don't even have a place to call your own? You're living in another man's land, singing the God's praises in another man's land, and you're shouting. You call yourself smart. Why Fulani will be bragging, I'm in your land making billions, while you're there trying to speak Oyibo, trying to speak Fone, just like our brother Ifeanyi had the other day, when he had a topic says English or agriculture. We have embraced English. You know, we all said agriculture. Everybody, every sensible person will come there and say agriculture, right? But how come we didn't practice that? Because it seems like we say one thing, but we mean another. We embraced agriculture. We're not agriculture. We embraced English, and we abandoned agriculture. That was why we were on that space and we were all lamenting. Because we embraced English, we start asking, who has English help? All we know how to do is speak grammar, speak phone. But you're dying, and you're dying in silence. We are dying, and we are dying in silence. Has English helped us? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu could speak. When he speaks, you would think that, oh my God, this guy, he is so intelligent. Has English helped him? We even get to the point where we changed our names, adopted English names. Have that helped us? Some of us speak Fone. You won't even think some of us, when you see some of us speak, you don't even think that we still remember how to speak our own language, our own dialect. Have that helped us? The answer is no. We are dying, and we are dying in silence. Biafrans, we are possessed. The spirit that possessed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the same spirit that possessed each and every one of us. That's why day in and day out, we are here shouting. Even if it's only 2 people, we are shouting at the top of our lungs, because that is the only thing that brings us sanity. You can't know everything that we know about Nigeria and remain sane. That's why some of us, when we look at people that call themselves Nigeria, we shake our head. We don't understand it because we can never understand it. But we forgot that we were once like that. We used to be like them. Our eyes is on the ball. Is Biafra. Referendum that is coming up. We all need to turn out. If you have what it takes to be there, make sure you're there. Because that's a different form of protest. Expect live looking at our prime minister. And if it means that they have to come and attack our prime minister, use your body as a human shield and shield our prime minister. Because he's the only we have I believe was and today we know that he's critically ill. You think he comes out, he's going to start all hey Biafra all over again.
Are we still here? Can anyone still hear the first?
No, I'm not hearing him.
The first, are you still there? The first is no more there. Maybe the neighbor has taken away the network again. Please, my brother Mazi, I think Mazi Prince, right? Unmute yourself. Mazi Prince, unmute yourself.
Thank you, my beloved. Good evening from here. Good evening, all lovers of freedom, our beautiful Biafran people. Bless you, everybody. That our eyes is on the ball. No distraction. Biafra first. I've been struggling to come since the network was dealing with me, and that doesn't even want me to take care of my heart. But I think I've come in to take care of my heart as well. So I greet everyone. I greet the hosts who are trying since morning till now. So it's not easy. I bless everyone. As you go, thank you guys. We keep the fire burning day and night. And we have no stone to remain unturned until the Biafra nation is restored. Our eyes is on the ball. That news I saw today just, it just baffles me. He has summarized what we are looking for and fighting for. They have now understood and understand that we have crossed the Rubicon, that Biafrans have crossed the Rubicon. There is nothing that will bring lasting peace in that land except they free this man. That is the only thing. And I think the House of Rep man that raised the alarm says something which none of them have ever said that in their midst. That even police are collecting money from the residents. living, and it is an embarrassment to them. So we were so happy to see that news. I believe that most of them will come in because there will be no place for them. Those who say they are representing, who are you representing without saying the truth of what is happening in your place?
Mazi Prince, are you still there? Can anyone still hear Prince?
No.
I guess no one.
No one.
Biafra Warrior Queen, take it off your heart. Then our brother, the first, will come back. Biafra Warrior Queen, take it off your heart. Take it off your heart. I know you've been here since.
Yes, I need to take it off my heart. Yes, I raised up my hand because I just, when the first said that we have to keep on pushing. So I just something just come through my mind and said, this Biafra, just imagine, mostly we that are women here, it's like a pregnant woman. It's like a pregnant woman. The process, when you are pregnant, there is complication here and there. You have a lot of, at times you are weak, at times you are, so there is a lot of complication, maybe premature delivery and all that. Then now, after we have passed through all that complication, they kill us, they sell our organ, they do so many evil to us for them to stop this Biafra. Now that we are in labor, that we should push on more and more so that the baby will be delivered safe and sound. They want to come and negotiate. Negotiate what? They want to bring, they are bringing one distraction from here and there. This is the time. I just want to tell all Biafra, this is the time that we have to have more focus. Because if you are that man, when your wife is in labor, you don't even have strength to go to work. All you are concentrating on is that's labor room. So just take it like that. That Biafra, we are all in labor room now. So I think everybody wants to deliver safe and deliver safely. So that safe delivery, don't take your eye off. Don't allow any distraction. Don't allow any propaganda to make you to take your eye off this ball. That baby that you are about to deliver. And all of us, we are going to deliver. Biafra land will come. That is all. That is the analysis I just wanted to give. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my sister. A pregnant woman is not distracted at the labor room. The only place his mind and his eyes is on that pain that he's receiving at that moment. That's why he's not even seeing the husband, he's not seeing the doctor, he's not seeing the nurse. He will throw everything apart. The only thing that is his concern is the pain that he's receiving at that moment. Is after that pain might have subsided, that's when he will know, oh, actually I'm naked. Oh, I need to cover myself. But at that moment, the only place his eyes is can this child come out safely? And that is why our eyes is on the ball. What is our concern? What is our pain is, can this Biafra be delivered safely? After the delivery of Biafra, we can talk about many other things. But for now, as it stands now, we are in pains. Somebody that is in pain don't look for pleasure. Somebody that is seriously in pain doesn't look for pleasure. The only thing that attracts him, the only thing that he needs is, who can remove, which doctor can we go to remove this pain first? If you're telling him that customer is in his shop as a Biafran, that your customer that used to come and buy plenty goods is in your shop, he will tell you, are you okay? I'm talking about the pain I'm going through and you're telling me about the customer. How is the customer going to solve my problem now? So we are just like a woman in the labor room. The only thing our eyes is fixed on is the pain that we are undergoing to deliver our child, to deliver Biafra. That is the pain that we are fighting to take off from our neck. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Biafra Warrior Queen, for that analysis. I don't know, the first, if you are there now, please can you pick it up?
Yes, I'm here watching it. Thank you. Thank you. If you haven't spoken, please go ahead. Let me get your hands raised up. We have Ronnie in the house. Ronnie, you just come up. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Machineke, and we'll continue.
Thank you, everyone. I'm
And
being
Biafra Warrior Queen, can you mute yourself? Warrior Queen, can you
Yes,
mute yourself?
Yeah, she's
The
muted. I
sound.
think it was from me. I think it
I'm
was from me. She's muted.
She's not muted though.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
okay. Thank you, everyone. All protocol duly observed. I've been having little network challenges here. I've been trying to hook up and I've been coming, but finally I'm here. Thank you very much. Our eyes on the ball. We are not distracted in any way. If they think that all this noise, all these lies, propaganda, blackmail is shaking us a bit, there must be a big joke. We are not moved by all this. We don't care whether ECOWAS is invading Niger, invading Cameroon. It's none of our business. Our business is Biafra that we are getting. If they like it, they should start fighting. It's as simple as that. If they like it, whether they like it or not, we how many autonomy have they given to them? How many now? Let's assume that this fracas is happening in Cameroon or any of this country that is bordering to Biafran nation. You know, they don't take, because Nigeria kept telling people is the 37th country state of Nigeria. All these people you see ruling Nigeria today from the north, they are all Nigerians. They are not going to war. They are not going to invade Niger. They are not going to do any of that. This is just a mere distraction. Biafran government in exile, everything is working out, everything is falling in place. Now they are coming with their useless distraction usually around. They have come to discover that we are fully in charge of the media. They know we are just disproving all their nonsense, bringing it down, all their lies, so they can't take it anymore. Now look at now they want to, the reps are calling for Mazin and the Kalu release. I thought they wanted to go and repatriate our PM. They want to deport him. Are they tired now? You see, consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Once you are consistent in whatever you're doing, forget about it. The results will come. This is where we are today. Whatever you see happening in our liberation today is because of the consistency. That is what it is. You see, these people will come, they have come with audience. They are no longer talking of letters. By now, I thought we would have received another letter. They are tired. They are fighting their last battle, just as our PM said. They are doing all their gara. They are wasting their time. Our eyes are focused. We have seen it all. We have seen it all. After killing about millions of Biafrans on daily basis. You keep even 1970, 60, 70. You killed us for nothing, for just asking for right to be alive, to have to do things our own way. That is the only reason you went. You covered it up. Britain helped you cover it up. You think you can keep lying to everybody to continue in that life forever? Oh, this new generation, these people that you saw, that you were warned by Philip, General Philip, then, that if you don't take care of these people, when their children come back, it's not going to be funny. We are back. We are back, and we are not shifting one bit. We don't give a damn about your lies. We don't give a damn about your propaganda. If you like, shout to all Igbos are killing themselves. You are a big joke. Very soon we will pursue you out of our land, and we will take full total control of the place. We are coming. So all those noise, all those distance is not distracting us for one bit, because this is the final stage, and a lot of people are falling away. No matter how they fall away, we have a lot of people replacing them, because this mission, this vision must come to pass. So anybody will be the person that will be found falling away, because the game egwu adarigo, egwu ada ihe a na-emezi nkịta anụnwa bụ ife mmụọ. Egwu adarigo. Nobody's listening to, looking at faces or listening to anybody. If you are not following the set down rules, you will fall off. By will, if the Bible said, if you are willing and obedient, you will do what? You will eat the good of the land. Obedient. Follow instruction. Stop listening here and there. We have a government now. We have a prime minister. Everybody should fall in place. Whatever you were told to do, we should do it. Stop all this looking at who is listening to, who want to invade anybody. Who cares? What we are about is our Biafra, and it's our Biafra that we are getting. I yield my mic. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you much, Ineke. Thank you for that. It is Biafra that we are after. If they want, they can invade Niger. If they don't want, they do whatever they want. That is not our business. We don't care. They can do anything they want. Biafra is our destination, and Biafra is where we are going. We hope that they actually not just make mouth on social media, not make mouth on in the zoo. Oh, we are gonna invade the zoo. We are gonna invade Niger, so that what we are supposed to like. Oh, please don't invade. No, do it. Because if you after all this mouth they are making and they ended up backing down, it will be shame to them. Either way, Biafra is still living. Either way, we are living. And like we say, we stand with the people of Niger, the indigenous people. It doesn't matter what our differences is. At this time around, we have a common enemy. So we remain focused. We remain resolute. We don't capitulate. We can never yield. Yesterday, we heard how the Ohanese, they brought in another distraction, because all these things are distractions. They're all distractions. Trying to tell us, go through back door to tell you that they are negotiating. In the name of who? When we know that they are not really negotiating, they are just trying to see who they can buy off to end the agitation, to end the quest for freedom. And I don't blame them. I really don't, because it has worked in the past. It's because it worked in the past. That's why they decided they're going to do it again. That's why they want to do it this time. But this time around, that's why I said they miscalculated. Because Gowon told them that every Biafran can be bought with money. But somewhere, just like Martin Namdekano said, somewhere between the, the nonsense that they were spewing, our prime minister was listening, and he listened and he heard, and he said, "I'm gonna be your end." Our prime minister said he's gonna be your end, and it's so funny because he's a Finnish citizen, and he came to finish what our eternal leader Amazon Namdekano started. What we started during 1967 to 1970, our prime minister came to finish it. And indeed, he's finishing it. So our eyes is on the ball. Our eyes is strictly on the ball. We don't allow distractions. We've seen so many distractions coming from everywhere. For the past 2 years, it was one distraction after another, but our prime minister never lose focus. He never lost focus of what truly mattered. The IPOB autopilot, because that was how autopilot came to be. They never lost focus. They remain resolute. They remain steadfast, and they continue to march on and march on and march on. Today, we have become the biggest nightmare the zoo has ever seen. And it's just starting. And we are just starting because we can never stop. We will never stop, and nothing will ever make us stop. Freedom is not given, freedom is taken. And based on what history has showed us, if you're a freedom fighter and they haven't called you a terrorist, then you haven't started. And that's why we wear that as a badge of honor. When I say we have no apology for anyone, and we make no apologies, I mean it. Your masters, your slave masters can never be the solution to your problem. The stooges can never be the solution to your problems. It has to come from you, because you're the one suffering from the problem, and you're the one that knows the solution. You know how they tell you, make sure you must come out and vote in the election. Even to the point that US were campaigning for Nigerian election. EU was campaigning for Nigerian election. Catherine Lang and the UK government were campaigning for Nigerian election. Hell, they were even doing rallies in Chatham House, deceiving the global people, because that was another distraction that we had to overcome. They were going to, everybody was campaigning for that election. You ask yourself, why are they so obsessed with this election? Today you have found that out. You have found it out that they didn't really care who won the election. They didn't care if the election was actually real. They just have to have a winner and then continue the scam known as Nigeria. Continue the slaughterhouse that have killed more people than the First World War and the Second World War combined. That's why we call it the British slaughterhouse or slaughter camp. The solution to our problem can never come from outside. When you see them trying to, I used to engage them when I go to other spaces that is not hosted by Biafrans. I challenge them, and they try to give you, tell you how you're gonna fix your country. They tell you how, your country must remain as one. And I laugh. I always laugh at them. But usually whenever I go off on them, they just leave. They will exit the space because I will shred them. And I love doing it. We have been through so much. We have undergone so much torture. The fact that we are even alive today is by the mercy of God, because if it was up to the British, they would have rather had every single one of us died and converted the Biafra land into a big mosque where Muslims would turn Biafra land into the second Mecca while killing off the indigenous people. I mean, we can stand here. I can stand here and tell you how we where we are today. I can stand here and tell you exactly all the story, what led to the way we are today, and how we got to this point. Where today, Nigerian government, they are sweating and they are sweating because Biafrans are holding them. We are holding them in their, you know what? And they are shouting, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe," and our prime minister keeps squeezing it. And we're going to keep squeezing it and squeezing it and squeezing it. And we're going to squeeze all the fat, all the water, everything. We're going to squeeze it out of Nigeria before we exit. Because you see this with Wakanono, we must do Wakanono. We must do Wakanono. Because we are not just fighting for our freedom, we are also out for revenge. We are out for revenge, and we are already doing it. Woto Woto style. So no more time for distractions. No more time for listening to gossip, or listening to people that think that they know better when they know nothing, or listening to frontal lobe, or listening to people that all they have done in this struggle is to milk it. They saw Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as an opportunity to make money. Maybe because they were married to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, or they are opportune to be family with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, or opportune to be part of those that were, there when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu created IPOB. This is no longer time to listen to gossip. The self-referendum is coming up in the matter of weeks, and we must all go get ready. Like I was speaking earlier, if you have what it takes, make sure you are there. You must be there. You must make your voice heard. It's a form of protest. Everything, all the hard work that we have done for so many years, it's coming to an end. All that pain, all that suffering is almost coming to an end. And we can never back down. Not now, not never, not ever. Not now, not ever. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who are we to give up? If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't capitulate, who are we to capitulate? If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't yield, isn't me say the Kanu, the one that we listen to, the real Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that we listen and play and hear his word every day. you to love the politicians and not antagonize the politicians. Not the ones that Ojofo is telling you that he's canceling sit at home that he never instituted. Not that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because they have made us believe that there are different versions of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that we know and the one that speaks from both sides of his mouth. But we know who that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is. He's a Jofo. The politicians, those that want to stop Biafra, they are the ones that have assumed the identity of a Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that speaks from both sides of his mouth. But one thing we assure them is that it will never, ever be business as usual. We have suffered enough and we have died enough. We'll continue to pay the price, and we will continue to pay the price, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said they will kill you, we will kill them, in the end Biafra will come. He didn't say we will, every day we are going to be the one winning. We are at war, if you don't already know it. We are at war, and what happens in war is it's either kill or be killed. It's the survival of the fittest. Our life until now has been the survival of the fittest. Without Biafra, it will continue to be the survival of the fittest. The strong eat the weak, and the weak dies. That's why they kept killing Biafrans. But it's because Chukwu Kabiama said that we must be alive. That is why we are still surviving. We can never relent. We can never relent. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't give up, who are we to give up? I know it may seem like, it's hard. It may seem like everything is not, like I said, it may not be working out the way we thought it would. But that is freedom fighting. It's never easy. Ambassador has been fighting for the past, 7, 8 years. They are still fighting. Have they given up? No. They're still fighting. Despite the internal fighting that happened, despite everything that happened, they are still fighting. They are still fighting. Everything that has happened to them, they are still fighting. So if they are still fighting, who are we to give up? Yes, we've been fighting longer than they have. We have been fighting longer than possibly anybody. We have been fighting. But if we give up now, which is not even in our vocabulary, what that's why we can mess up. That is why we will sacrifice more to make sure we are Lord. You can never put a price on freedom. You can't. You can't. We must continue. Our eyes must remain on the ball. And as you already know, it is Biafra first. Everything, whatever differences you have with a fellow comrade, whatever hate that you may harbor in your heart, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. Understand that Biafra must come first above anything else. Let's get Biafra first. If you decide that you're gonna, after we get Biafra, you're gonna, open a UFC fight in Biafra land and fight Sure, I will even support you. Hell, we will make some money out of it. We'll build a cage and put you two in there and you can punch each other till one is dead. But let's get Biafra first. Unity of purpose is what we always shout off. I always say you can never have 100% in anything. It doesn't take crowd to get freedom. It only takes people with common goal and common interest. Our interest is Biafra. Our interest is freedom. If you don't even want Biafra, then fight for the freedom of your people. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it. Our Prime Minister said it. If Biafra is what you hate, if the interland or the coastal line or whatever, or maybe you don't like a family of Biafra, then fight for the freedom of your people. Today, the Nigerians, those that call themselves Nigerians, you know, the ones with mental health issues, they are now asking themselves, what is the way forward? After they have voted. And this is the same people that they are preparing to do another election for the Imo State criminal, where Hope Uzodinma will rig election again. And they will come back on social media and they will cry, oh, I didn't know it was going to happen. I swear to God, once Biafra come, I think we need UFC. I saw there is this sport where you slap each other, and whoever has the biggest slap wins. And it's like it's a combat sport where people slap each other. I think we should really have that, because some people need their brain reset. It's the easiest and quickest way to do a brain reset. Because once Biafra, I think we need that. They will go and vote. Election, a lot of people will be killed. INEC and Uzodinma will rig election again. They will come to social media and they will cry. You ask them. The same thing happened in 2017, happened in 2015, happened in 2023, still happened today, will happen tomorrow. And you ask them, why do you keep making the same mistake? They will tell you that, I see hope. Just like that idiot, the one that I believe is Kumuyi or some probably another Fulani that is deceiving people that he's a Christian. This guy has been telling you guys, telling everybody how Nigeria, I see hope. Mbaka used to do things like that until he received his own water. And now he's in a corner and he doesn't talk again. Mbaka used to say stuff like that. They tell you that, Jonathan will be the hope of Nigeria. Jonathan will become president, will loot everything. And then they will say, oh, wait, I see a new hope. Every day I see a new hope. And the idiot Nigerians, you're not getting any younger. You are not getting any younger, and you are believing the lies, believing the madness. Because you are cowards, you are weak, you're docile, and you're imbecilic. Waiting else to fight your battle for you. Looking for somebody else to fight your battle for you. I keep saying it. If you keep looking at any mountain, hoping that your help will come from any mountain, you will all die one after the other. The only mountains that we have is our AK-47. The only mountains that we have is our machine guns. It's those things that Biafran Liberation have. Those things that we are raising money. to make sure that our military, our Liberation Army, the ESN, the Marines, all of them, they are heavily armed. And the reason why we're still allowing this zoo to control our life till today is because our men are not heavily armed, and we need them to be heavily armed so that we can decimate the zoo, so that we can take over the barracks, take over the police stations, take over even the government house, chase all these criminals out of our land. That's why everybody must key in. That's why everybody must do the needful to make sure that we arm our men to the teeth. Make sure that they are. It saddens me whenever I see that our men have fallen. But honestly, a fallen hero of Biafran worth more than a living Nigerian. Because even that one, a Biafran that died fighting for Biafra, fighting to defend the motherland, fighting for what he believes in, worth more than a living smelly corpse. A rotten corpse. We must remain resolute. This is freedom fighting. We know that we are going to liberate ourselves. We're not looking on anybody. The reason why Biafra land is now peaceful and it will continue to be peaceful, because this is exactly what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told us to do. He said Biafra land must be peaceful. It's because we are now chasing away all these criminals. We're now chasing away all the Fulanis, the military, that are making our life a living hell. And your support is needed. We need to intensify whatever it is that you're doing. You need to intensify it. Intensify it. You must keep on keeping on. You must keep on fighting. You must keep on, because victory is assured. But the road to that victory, that is what's rocky. It's not easy. But victory is assured. And remember, we are fighting till the last man. We must continue. Ugochukwu, you raise your hand. You want to say something? Go ahead and meet yourself. I just have to get it off my chest. I just have to get it off my chest. You know, I haven't eaten. I just have to eat. I just have to eat, my people, I tell you. Let's see who we got in the house. We got our Quinitic Angel. Our own Quinitic Angel Eunice. Eunice, we love you. I wish I have what is it called? I wish I could play that music, and I would play Tete no no la. Oh God, we must continue. We must continue. I hope you guys can hear me still. Sorry, I'm not talking to myself.
Loud and clear, the first.
Oh, okay, that's good. Thanks, Ronnie. Ugochukwu, are you here? Are you receiving advice from Obi?
No, I'm here. I'm on the express road. I'll get to you in just a minute.
Oh,
okay.
By the way, where is Obi? Where is Obi?
He's in Benin State with his family members.
He's in Imo
We
State
need to.
campaigning.
Oh, he's campaigning in Imo State.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see. Yeah, we have to ask about him once in a while to see if he's still there. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
but I'm here now, my brother.
Are
I was
you? All right. Go ahead.
okay. I was when you was making a statement before, you made mention of if these people they are really said something else and do something else. The other way around, it's not like that say something else and do something else. The other when they talk about agriculture and English, it's not the other way around is that they have conditioned their mind in a way that they want light, but they cannot get light. They want they want they want something, they cannot get it. They have conditioned them in a way that the masses, for example, the politician children want to study abroad. They will go to abroad and study. But average idiotic moron who believe in one Nigeria, who want to vote in Imo State by November, who want those that wanted to vote to be and voted, those that campaign for Obi, they want to have a good education, right? They want, but they cannot get it. They know that agriculture is the key, which their ancestors used and make them who they are, keep them alive to today. They have conditioned them in a way that they cannot get it. What they want, they cannot get. Even average so-called Nigerians wanted to be, but they cannot get it. Before that the election, I was desperate one. I said, all your life you want light, right? He said yes. I said, all your life you want water. He said yes. You want good hospital? He said yes. Then what makes you think now you want to be? Said yes. What makes you think you're gonna get it? The zoo will let you get it. I said, you know what you will get? The same chulumbu. The person called me and said, how do you know? I said, get out. Should I come and be telling you that I'm right? That is by the way. You know, these people, the second thing I want to talk about is these people, if when I tell you the first, God will bless each and every one of you here. God will never, the gods of our land will never forsake each and every one of you with a genuine heart here. And our prime minister, he will never, he will definitely get everything he desires on this planet Earth. Even if there is heaven, he will get what he wants. Do you know that these people throw that word negotiation to each and every one of you to see your reaction, to see if these people are they really what they are? But do you see how you people came out? I saw 200 and something people with anger and heavy spirit, you know, with anger, with heavy spirit, saying what negotiation. I can hear my sister's voice. I can hear the voice of our sisters, our brothers that yesterday. Don't you think they don't listen to you? They have to go back and say, these people are not joking. No. Release this man. They think that this is the old, the same wine. We don't have old wine in our bottles. We refine new ones every blessed day to have a genuine thing for our people to drink. We don't have fake people. Then through that negotiation. So see your reaction like, okay, oh wow, these people have talked about negotiation. So that some part will say, yeah, let us negotiate. And some part will say, what about you think about these people are not? But all of you speak in one. This is what our prime minister has built. The Biafran government in exile, the security, the media, ordinary. I will not use ordinary because we don't have ordinary people. The masses of these Biafrans, because in our country we don't have ordinary. The masses, each and every one of us, most of people like me, ordinary person of Biafra, we came out. We said no. We have nothing to negotiate. Even we try to explain to them that they are terrorists. We try to explain to them that our most brilliant government in exile and homeland and the great
Don't worry. I'll bring something here.
People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything. Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything. Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything. Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything. Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything. Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything. Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything. Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything. Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead.
I'm messing with the topic. Uh, I hashtag Biafra first. Biafra first. Oh boy. The zoo, Nigeria. Yes. Yes, we got university in the house. Machineke, you're welcome. You're welcome, university. You can hear me, right? Or is my internet?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
Thank you once again. I believe this is like the third show that we had today. And we can't stop. They can never stop us. And we must continue. Um, so if you haven't already shared this space, share this space, share this space. Amen, everybody. Somebody say amen. Share this space. Ooh. Share this space. We must ask to be. Where is he hiding? Oh, university. I think that they unlocked your account, right? I thought you said this one was suspended.
Yeah, this one was suspended, but it was unlocked like
Oh, okay.
5 days, like 5 to 7 days ago. Yeah.
Did they tell you why it was locked?
They didn't tell me. They didn't even tell me before they locked it.
Wow.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I was not getting notification. I cannot find even the account. I couldn't find it. It was
Oh man.
from so BIAFRA Warrior Queen. So I went and checked. I saw that my account is still there.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got voice of Mazenam Dekano. Are you we know that you fell asleep yesterday. Oh my
Oh,
god.
sorry.
Do you have voice of
I know.
Mazenam Dekano?
Yeah.
We can play.
Okay. I knew I
You
would fall asleep yesterday, but since you were there, I was not worried. So
yeah.
I know we have time differences, so you have enough. Just that we stress you with our own time. If not, we're supposed to be using your time because when you are at work, your life when you are asleep. So I know
It's
it's not easy.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. 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 Okay.
So, Professor, what shall I do?
Voice of Mazenam Dekano to start. This is a new topic. Just something different. I just wanted to laugh. I may even change it to Mona meeting. Maybe we'll bring it down like 2 hours from now, and then I'll change it to Mona meeting.
Hmm.
So Nigeria is dead.
Of course.
The zoo Nigeria is dead. Biafra first. We'll bury it. Say amen.
Amen. Amen and amen. Yes, sir.
uh, the first you are muted. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Amen. Obi is still searching for his phone. Yeah, yeah, we know that. We know that they dealt with him.
Imagine they stole his phone.
I mean, he grew. These are criminals that he groomed.
Criminals.
Which way out?
Criminal.
The people that we were